Hey everybody, welcome back to When Harry Met Board Games, where we feed our people with relatable content, and our victory condition is your satisfaction. I'm Harry, and before we go any further, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the lower right hand of your screen. That way we can move on with our lives and the rest of this video. Today I'll be doing a playthrough of Star Realms, a very popular, short, science fiction themed deck building game. That's a mouthful. This is a very popular game. I will be playing a solo version of the game. And there's lots of ways of being able to play the solo mode. I think there's new expansions, recent expansions that have tackled that, but also some older small packs called the Gambit expansion and the Cosmic Gambit expansions. They throw these little cards in, which basically give you scenarios in which you could play the game either cooperatively or solo mode, because the way the game works is two or more players are trying to build a strong deck of cards that ultimately will help them gain lots of attack points in order to cause damage to their opponents, because each player starts with a certain amount of hit points or life. The game refers to it as authority. So for example, in the typical game, each player starts with 50 authority, and the goal is to get all the other players down to 0 and be the last person standing. So this creates a scenario where you have an automa, or an artificial player, and it basically tells you the scenario, what their starting life is. In this case, 50, which is your typical starting life for the automa, for the AI, and also a few little details. So this particular scenario is called Nemesis Beast. So first of all, very importantly, what's going to happen is the way the automa is going to attack is that every time when it's his or her turn, they're going to destroy the card that's furthest away in the trade row from the deck. And on their turn, they're going to deal out attack towards you equal to the amount of cards on their trash pile. So every time they trash a card from the trade row, that's going to add to their power. Also, you're always going to be sliding cards towards the left each time you acquire one or the AI destroys one. So that's something to keep in mind, because you know that these cards will not be always waiting for you and available. So you probably want to, acquire them as soon as possible, anticipating the fact that perhaps it's going to be destroyed by the AI. But also, even more important, the card that the AI destroys actually determines a special power for that card, for the AI during that turn. So for example, every time the AI destroys a yellow card, oh, I'm sorry, this is actually not the destroyed card. This is the revealed card. The revealed card that replaces the destroyed card. Apologize for that. The revealed card will trigger the special power. So the yellow would trigger in that we would discard 2 cards. The red card, if the red faction is revealed, we would put a random card in our deck, in our hand, on top of our deck. So you're gonna have a weaker hand, and potentially a good card might be put on top of your deck. If a green faction card is revealed, Nemesis Beast destroys a target base. And if I don't have a target base, then it's gonna gain 3 attack to its total. And finally, if a blue faction is revealed, Nemesis is going to gain 5 authority. So that's going to be very helpful to keep Nemesis alive throughout the game. So again, we got to keep these things in mind as we do that. Now, there's also some special exceptions when they deal their attack. Primarily, if I have any bases, they're going to try to target those bases first, the most expensive base they can afford. Otherwise, they'll just go and deal it straight to my authority. Also, if there's ever the opportunity for mathematically the AI to eliminate me, knock me all the way down to 0, it will not pass up on that opportunity. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to start the game. We have the starting trade row set up right here. I will go first. And here we go. Now, typically, in a game of Star Realms, whoever starts first actually starts with a hand of 3 cards instead of your typical 5 cards. However, because I am playing this artificial intelligence player and they're really, really tough, I actually disregarding that rule. I'm not playing against a human player, so I'm not trying to be fair. I'm going to grab a full hand of 5 cards. So here's my 5 cards of starting cards. Typical deck building game. Your starting hand is very weak basic cards with only one. There's two types of currencies. There's the coin, which allows you to acquire cards from the trade row, and then there's the attack, which are these red symbols here, which allow you to deal damage to your opponent. Your starting deck mostly consists of trade cards. So I have 3 coins and 2 attack. So what's going to happen here is I am going to with my 3 coins, I'm going to get this trade pod right here because it gives me 3 coins. So that's very helpful to be able to buy stuff in the future. And we slide these over. This is going to get replaced. I still have 1 left over, which allows me to acquire this card right here, the Imperial Fighter, which gives me 2 attack for the future. And target opponent would discard a card. And the solo rules address how to deal with certain special abilities that do not apply to the artificial intelligence player. All right, so those are the cards that I'm going to acquire. And now I still have 2 attack left over. And I will be using those 2 attack to deal damage to the artificial intelligence player. Let me replace this card right here. So we're just going to snatch away these 2 cards, indicating that they have 2 less authority. Okay. So now the AI is going to have their turn. And again, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to destroy the leftmost card, or the card furthest away from the trade row, from the trade deck. And just keep it here on a little pile of their destroyed cards. We're going to slide these over. The card that is revealed will determine what special ability it'll have this turn. This is actually an event card. So let's see. I've added some event cards from an expansion here. It says each player may scrap up to 2 cards in their hand or discard pile. So I do have a discard pile here of the cards that I acquired and I just used. And I think for now, I'm actually going to destroy, I'm going to destroy one of these attacks and one of these coins, so I could strengthen my starting deck a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Now, we will proceed to reveal the next card, and it's a yellow. And according to the rules right here, when a yellow card is revealed, I am going to be forced to discard 2 cards. So that is a terrible turn of events. So I have 5 coins here. They're all the same, so I'm just going to discard those 2 right there. And now the AI is going to deal damage to me equal to the amount of cards in their destroyed pile, which is just 1. So they're going to deal 1 damage to me. So again, I'm just going to remove this 1 authority here to indicate that I have 1 less. I have 49 now. And now the AI's turn is over. Now, once again, it's my turn. And let's see what I want to do. I only have 3 coins to work with. This costs 7. This costs 3. I'm going to get this. This is great because for 3, first of all, this is a base, and a base stays there. Once you play it, it stays on your tableau at least until the AI does something to destroy it, which makes it go back to your discard pile. However, this word right here, outpost, indicates that this serves as a line of defense, as a buffer between me and my enemies. In other words, before they can deal damage to my actual authority, they need to get rid of this base first. And this gives me a defense of 5. They're going to need at least 5 attack in order to be able to destroy this card. And also, every time I play a yellow to combo it, a target opponent would discard a card, which in the case of this game, where the AI does not have a hand to discard, it says that every time you draw that kind of ability, what happens instead is this allows you to draw a card, and then you discard a card from all the cards in your hand. So that's not a bad replacement ability there. So we'll just replace this, slide this to the left, and this will be added to my discard pile, and I can start shuffling while I talk about the AI's next turn. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to destroy this leftmost card, add it to their pile right there. We'll slide this over to the left, reveal a card, and this is a blue. And this is really bad news because every time a blue card is revealed, what happens is that we add 5 to the authority of the AI player. So now the automata is even more powerful. They have even more life. Okay, and now they will deal damage to me equal to the amount on their pile, which is 2. So they're going to deal 2 damage to me. So I'll get rid of these 2 cards right here to indicate that I've taken 2 damage. And now it is my turn yet again. Let me draw a hand of 5 cards. Here we go. I've got 3 coins, 4 coins, 5 coins, 6 coins, and 1 attack. And with those 6 coins, I am actually, there's a lot of good decisions that could potentially be made. I could get an outpost. I could get this space here, which is really helpful. I could get this very powerful card. I'm actually going to choose to get this outpost here, which costs 5. So really good. Gives me lots of attack if I combo it with yellow cards. And pretty good defense at 4. I'm going to slide that over. I still have 1 coin. Let's see if there's something. Oh, this is more than 1. Okay. So I left money on the table, but I do have 1 attack. And I'll just throw this away. And they are done. So that is 1 less that they have in control. All right. So now I'm done with my turn. And we move on to the AI player's turn. Again, they're going to destroy the leftmost card here. We slide these over. We replace it. And this is a blue card yet again, which means, again, you add 5 authority to the AI player. So this is not looking very good for me. I'm here getting weaker by the moment, and they're getting stronger. All right, so I do have this base that I will put in play now, so that's awesome. It's a good way to start my turn. Also, I have this yellow card here. And first of all, let me say this. The 2 yellows, this is the way this works in Star Realms, is when you play colors of the same colored faction, cards of the same colored faction, if they have the symbol there, that indicates that it will combo based on another card of the same color being played. So this combo ability here allows me typically to target an opponent and make them discard a card. However, again, in this solo mode, what happens instead is I'm allowed to draw a card, and from among the cards that I have in my hand, I could discard a card. So I will discard that one. And this guy allows me to do the same thing. Target opponent discards a card, which again in the solo mode will allow me to draw a card. And then from the rest of my hand, discard a card. Okay. And then their combo power is 2 additional attack on top of the 2 attack it already gets. So I already have 4 attack right there. And I have 3 coins. And with those 3 coins, I'm going to get this Corvette here. Because again, my yellows, I've already invested in yellows. It's good to, once you go into a direction, it's good to invest, continue to invest in that direction. So I'm going to get this, even though I am tempted to get this. You know what? As a matter of fact, I am. I'm going to bypass this for now. I'm going to get this because not only is it an outpost, but it's going to allow me to continue to get life as the game progresses, which might extend my game and give me a better chance of winning. So that was 3, which is exactly what I have. I have 4 attack. I'll deal 4 attack to them. I could just flip this 5 authority card to the opposite side, which has a 1, which indicates that they lost 4 authority. This fighter base card stays in my tableau. I discard the rest of my hand, and we move on to the AI's turn. And this is another special card from an expansion. This is a hero. You basically put this on your tableau, and it could trigger an ability whenever you choose to discard it from your tableau. All right, so now they are going to, the AI is going to destroy this card, add it to their pile. We slide these over right here. And we revealed a red card. And what happens with a red card is you put a random card in your hand on top of your deck. So I'm going to draw my 5 cards. I didn't even look at them. I'm just going to grab one randomly and put it on top of my deck. All right. And now they're going to deal damage to me equal to the amount on their pile, which is 4. So I'm going to lose 4 authority. I'm going to take this 5 authority and do the opposite of what I did with them. I'm going to flip it to the other side and reveal 1 authority there. Okay. I think that is what I did with them. All right. So now we are done with the AI's turn. It's my turn again. I have this hand of 4 cards. Do not have a yellow card to combo with this, but that's okay. I have the trade pod, which gives me 3. I have... Oh, wait, hold on. It's very important. Let me get my 4 authority back because I have this base, and their base cost is 5 defense. In other words, their 4 attack was not enough to put a dent on this base, and because of that, the base absorbs the hit, it still remains in play, and I don't take any hit to my authority as a player. So that's actually awesome. Good thing I caught that. Okay, I got the trade pod, which gives me 3. And if I comboed with a green, which I don't, it will give me 2 attack. I have 5 trade coins and 1 attack. And what I'm going to do with those 5, some interesting decisions to be made. I'm going to grab this base here. It's not an outpost, but it does let me get life going forward. And I'm going to draft this with my remaining coin because it's a blue, and I have a couple blues now, and they will combo well with one another. So I'll add those to my discard pile. I have 1 attack. I will dish it out. We slide these to the left and replace them. And now it's the AI's turn. All right, so again, they're going to destroy the leftmost card. We're going to slide these over. And we reveal the blue card, which again is going to add 5 life to their total, 5 authority. So that is terrible. And they're going to attack me with 5 attack, which now is enough to destroy my fighter base. And what happens when you destroy a card in Star Realms is you don't lose the card permanently. It's different from the scrap ability, which allows you to permanently remove a card from the game. What happens is the player who owns that base just puts it in their discard pile, and whenever they get it in their hand again, they could put it back into play. All right, so it still hurts to lose that, though. So now it's my turn, and I will shuffle 5 cards here. I already had 1. Add 4 more. So I got one of my bases back, this base right here. And I've got this card, so they're going to combo off of one another. This already had 3 attack because I comboed. It'll give me an additional 4. This already had 2 attack because I comboed. It'll give me an additional 2. Also, I get to draw a card and discard 1 card from my hand. I'll just discard this scout right here. I'll add an additional base right here, which is also an outpost. So I have 8 defense on outposts. I'm going to trigger this ability, this once around ability. I could choose to add either 1 life or 1 coin. I'm going to see what I could do. Well, first of all, I've got this trade raft here that because I'm comboing it with another blue, it allows me to draw a card, right? So I'll draw another card. I have 3 coins. Is there anything with 4 that I'm interested? Ooh, this is a pretty good card. All right, so I'm going to choose, instead of using this for authority, I'm going to choose to use this for coin. That way I can have 4 total coins and purchase this freighter here, which gives me 4 coins. And if I combo it with a blue card, I can put the next ship I acquire that turn on top of my deck. That's a really good card. And now I have 3, 7, 9, 11 attack that I will dish out to the AI right there. Okay, here we go. So I leave these 2 bases in play. Let's replace this card in the trade row. And now it's the AI's turn. Again, they'll destroy the leftmost card. We'll slide over here. And we have an event here. Each player may discard up to 2 cards. For each card less than 2, that player discards. That player loses 4 life. So I got to discard 2 cards, or else I will sacrifice 4 life. So I will gladly discard 2 cards. I'm going to discard this Viper and this Scout right here. We'll get rid of this event. And now we'll move on to this card. So a yellow is played, and the yellow triggers that I discard 2 cards. So I already discarded 2 cards because of this event. And now I got to discard another 2 cards. I'm not going to discard this base. So I'm just going to get rid of these 2 cards. I'm going to have a pretty weak turn. And now they have a total attack of 6. So what they do is they look at the 2 bases that you have, or at multiple bases, and the AI will go for possibly the most powerful or the most defensive, highest defensive base. However, when there's a tie, which is the case here with this trading post and this war world, is when there's a tie, the human player gets to break the tie. So I'm going to keep this here because I like the fact that this could dish out attack. And I'm going to get rid of this right here, this trading post. And now it'll be my turn. Well, actually, no, that costed 4. Yeah, so this would absorb the rest. Now I'm going to go on my turn. I'm going to add this. And all I'm going to do on my turn, I could potentially get 2 coins. But honestly speaking, I'm kind of interested in this one because this allows me to scrap bad cards. I'm going to use 1 coin to get that. I still have 1 coin left over. This does not cost 1, so I'm done with that. But I'm going to deal out 3 more attack to the AI player. So I'm going to get rid of this 5. I'm actually going to flip it over to 1 and add another 1 to indicate that they've lost 3 authority. Okay. Now we move on to the AI's turn again. We add this card over here. And we replace. And again, it's a yellow, which means, again, I will have to discard 2 cards, which is terrible. And they're going to attack me, this time with 7. So they're going to go for this base right here, this outpost, which they have enough. 4, this is an outpost of 4. However, their remaining 3 attack is not enough to destroy this base. But because this is not an outpost, it does not protect it from me. So they can go and deal damage to me as a player. So they're going to deal the remaining 3 to me as a player. I'll flip this over and add 1 more here to indicate that I've lost 3 authority. And this is pretty much how the game goes. It's pretty simple. It gives you the same Star Realms feel with a opponent that is predictable, but at the same time, very much a challenge and a threat to your being able to win the game. So, again, this is my playthrough of Star Realms with the solo mode. I used the Gambit little small booster pack. You also have the Cosmic Gambit pack that adds some of these scenarios. And again, lots of the more recent boxes have added fuller ways of playing Star Realms solo mode. But these Gambit expansions have been very functional for me, and I've enjoyed them. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us here at When Harry Met Board Games. This is Harry telling you don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button down below. Tell me what you think about Star Realms. What's your favorite deck building game? What's your favorite solo deck building game? All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care and have fun gaming. Bye-bye.